Yo, what is up guys, it's me Eve again here, and today's video we're gonna talk about Etheria Restart, the new turn-based gacha that just dropped basically yesterday. And before we start, obviously I am playing this game. You can find me with this is my nickname as well as my number here, as well as you can obviously find me with the union that we did with a bunch of people from our Discord, thanks to Sin Famine, as well as thanks to Forgul, who also played the beta and told us a lot of stuff that we needed to know. But again, you can join us in the union on EU server, so maybe if you're thinking of joining the game, or maybe you already joined the game, if you're on EU, you can definitely just join us on the union here, or you can add me as a friend, and then I will also send you the invite for the union. Okay, let's get right into the gameplay. So this is nothing crazy here. This is definitely very close to how the Star Rail works. This is the pick phase where you're gonna be picking your characters. You can change stuff up. Obviously there is different modes as well as different difficulties when you need 4 to 5 characters, so max of 5 characters you will need at one battles. So this one only requires 4 and some battles need 5. This is the attributes that the game have, so red, green, blue, and as well as light and dark. So those are the main types in this game. Maybe there's going to be more in future, but for the time of making this video, obviously this is the only attributes that is in this game. So in that sense, let's get to the gameplay itself. Again, this is like Star Rail. You can see the timeline of the whole characters who's going to be after each other. You have 3 skills here. So basically first 2 skills are like standard skills here, and then this is the ultimate. So the third one is kind of the ultimate. It's not really called ultimate in this game, it's just I'm calling it like that because it has a little bit more animation compared to any other skill for all of the characters. So as you can see here, this is the ultimate for Lian, who everyone gets as a free character in the beginning. So this is Rin's ultimate. Also, she's just an SR character that you can easily get, probably if you're lucky. So also every character looks great in this game. Like designs, you can see for yourself, they look awesome. I'm really into the designs, especially like Lian. Even though she's a free character, usually a lot of games are very like, you know, bad on the free characters. They don't really output a great designs on them just purely because they're free, right? So why would you need to make anything good for the free-to-play players when you can make something in the banner that is going to be much more cooler, so that people would pay more. Okay, we got the Tiamat transformation. So Tiamat also has this like stuff when you can transform in demon. That's why I also really wanted her, because she looks awesome in the gameplay. Her design is also awesome, and just purely because of that I wanted to go for that. I didn't really go for like any OP account when I was rerolling. To be honest, I really wanted just to have a good characters that I really like. So like Rose, Tiamat, all of those characters. I didn't even wanted to go for like LD characters. So basically the most important characters are the light and dark units in this game. And I didn't really want to go for them because I was more interested in just purely design wise on something like Lian, and then Lian was a free unit, so I was like, great, I already have one character that I really wanted because I didn't play beta. But this is how the basic gameplay looked like. So there's a lot of modes, there's a lot of good stuff that you can do early on. So this is really good because a lot of content in the beginning of the game is very good until they output the first events, like first big new modes, all of that stuff. It's really good that you have a lot of stuff. In terms of chapters, there's only, unfortunately, I think this is 7 chapters for now. At least I can't see more than that. So I think there's only 7 chapters here. Again, this is usual stuff. Black Beacon also, for example, when they launched, they only had 6 chapters, I believe, 6 or 5 chapters. So it's not that crazy. It's okay for the gachas. Usually they do around 6 to 7 chapters as well. So this is okay-ish chapters wise. There's a few content, as well as there's a big level caps. So for example, getting to level 20 is pretty long, because one level, as you can see here, requires 300, for example, to get to level 16, 320 points, and basically 10 stamina that you will be using for whatever battle. For example, if I want to go for the boss battle here, it requires 10 stamina, and that 10 stamina is basically 10 points. If there's definitely gonna be some kind of events for like XP farm, for your characters, for your like profile, for your like character level, all of that, like your basically your account level as well. So for now, this is how you're definitely gonna be doing. You're gonna go for like probably continuous battles and stuff like that. This is where you can get the bigger amount of stuff. Obviously, there is a lot of stuff to go through. Let's see for the characters. So the characters have basically the skills that they have. They also have like kind of an RPG system where you need to build them. So there's like different sets. Different sets gives different buffs, as you can see here, depending on the set that you want to. There's also some stats on them. There's also rarities. There's different types of, for example, there is 2 swift rushes on here. This is only 1, so this is harder to get a full set of 12, for example, for this one. So you need a better gear in the future. So there's like an element of farming different types of gear that you would see in RPGs. Prowess is where you get yourself the potentials, basically. So you will be leveling up your characters. When you get the character for the second time, after you get the base copy, you can be able to level them up, start them up, basically, if you want to call it that. And they give different buffs, as you can see here, for each of those prowess. Shells is another stuff that this game has. It's all about like some animals, let's call them that, monsters, animals, doesn't matter. They give you some specific buffs or some specific attacks or stuff like that on the characters that you can see in here. For example, this one, Red Comet, before the owner takes action, increase their attack by 400% for 1 turn. So stuff like that, you place them on the characters and they show up in the gameplay again. If you, I don't know if you have seen it or not in the gameplay there, but they like literally stand behind you in here on the gameplay as well. So it's very simple, nothing too crazy. They didn't go too too complex on this stuff. This is pretty much at this point given in any gacha game that tries to do turn-based. They have a builds, they have a gear systems, they have the star-ups, as well as they have some kind of other stuff that you can put on. For example, in Tokyo Ghoul it's potentials, here it's shells and stuff like that. So this is basically how it looks like. You can see all of the designs for the characters in here, what they do, their stats, their attribute. You can also read about the attributes in here. You can level them up. Also, the only thing that I don't really like about leveling up in this game, that I find a little bit of a minus for myself, but obviously a lot of gacha games do this right now. I hate that this, whenever you get to max level, so for example she's 40, right? If I start her up like this, she gets the level cap increased, but then she also gets back to 0. So I get the level cap, but I get back to 0, so I have to level up her again, all over again. So that's a little bit annoying for me, at least, usually whenever I play this type of games. But again, this is some like a very popular thing that games does nowadays. So there's a lot of events. This is the event that's going on right now if you want to join the game. They're giving you a lot of stuff for just topping up. There's also a free pack if you buy for one like anything basically in the shop, you can get a free pack. There's also this candy party that you can get some stuff from here. There is also, don't forget that here if you press watch, there's a free 50 crystals that you will use for summons. There's also 7 days login rewards. There's some missions for finishing different stuff. You get Ling Low for free after you actually finish all of the 7 days here as well. So there's another free character for you by just like playing the game. This is another like growth boost for leveling up. There is like different rewards for finishing the bosses. There's arena rewards. Also, you can get a skin for 2 characters. For Gray and I forgot her name, Kimo, I guess it's probably pronounced. Also, you don't forget that you get 50 for each of, if you go for any of these ones. So 50 for Twitter, 50 for YouTube, 50 for Facebook, and Discord. You don't even need to join, you just need to click on them. In terms of summons, how does it look? So there is 2 limited banners. One is just purely for standard character, and second one is probably gonna be the limited one, where it's gonna be changing. I guess on the with each season we're gonna look and see is it gonna be changing. I would probably think there's gonna be this one, for example, or this one, doesn't matter which one of them. One of them is gonna be the new character, and one of them is gonna be like a more you know, better probabilities for specific character. For example, even though is for example in the standard banner, let's say next one is gonna be like, let's say Lily, right? They're gonna put Lily in here, and the new character is gonna be in here. So I assume there's gonna be still 2 banners, and that's good. People will decide for whatever character they want. Or for example, I really wanted Tiamat, so because of that I used the target banner. There's also target banner here right under, it should be here underneath this, but because I already used it, it's a one-time thing. I don't have it anymore. But again, you probably should always summon on the permanent banner, just purely because it's more value. Target banner, you should save it for later, whenever you are gonna finish most of the stuff in the game, and you're just, for example, needing for the end game, you'll need some specific characters that you want to build. Then the target banner is gonna come in handy. Other than that, mostly just go for the permanent banner. There is so in terms of banners, it doesn't look bad. The probabilities are okay-ish, I would say. It's not something too crazy. A lot of SR characters in this game are very good. So like Sanya, Gray, Rin is specific, like there's specific places where Rin is useful. Dinah was also not bad. Fungus is like good in some places. Chiaki is also good in some specific modes. Valerian here, also great. She's okay. So there's a lot of good characters in like just in SR. So it doesn't even matter if you get the SSRs or not. You can still, I would say, clear a lot of the content. Probably, maybe it's like in the very end game, there's gonna be some difficulties with clearing some specific modes faster or not, if you're not using like specific characters again for those modes, and like the specific attributes, all of that. But for the most part, as a casual player, if you're not like going too crazy, you don't want to go like be top 1 in the world or anything like that, I think this is very casual friendly game. It doesn't require you to have like I've been playing just the characters that I liked, so I wasn't like going, even though I have Lily, I have Mio, I have Doki Doki, I haven't been using them much. For the most part, I just use the characters that I like the designs of, and I was still being able to clear a lot of content for now. Again, we'll see how it's gonna go in the mid game and end game. I'll probably maybe need to use them just to clear the content, but for the casual side, it's very good. No craziness. They give a lot of summons. I can show you the summoning animation. There is nothing too crazy there, but still, Let's see the summoning animation. This is the animation for summons. Okay, oh, finally this Reen. I actually wanted her as well. Because I have the other Reen, and that Reen also looks great, but I think this one looks better, to be honest. Let's see what we get. Maybe I will even get something. That would be nice. Okay, Valerian, great. I have her on P2 now. That's good. Very good. Okay. Oh, Veronica. Okay, we got the SSR that I didn't have yet, Veronica. She kind of reminds me of Ria's Gremory from DXD, kind of, but like, you know, the cosplay, or if Ria's tried to cosplay a witch, this kind of looks like it for me. But again, great. I got another SSR. Maybe I'm gonna try it. She looks great. Again, all of the stuff in this game, like designs in this game, looks awesome, and that's for sure. I really like this design, so I might try her. But other than that, again, join the union if you want to try to play this game. The codes are gonna be in the description, so there's a lot of codes. You can go into the description and see all of the codes in there. Other than that, hopefully you liked the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment. Also join the Discord if you want to talk about Etheria for sure. You can find us there. There's the Etheria chat in there, as well as I stream every day, so you can see me stream Etheria maybe today, or if you're watching this before I started streaming, or I might be streaming right now. So go check it out, as well as join the Discord to not miss any notifications. I always post notifications beforehand. Before I start the stream. So hopefully you have a great day, and I'll see you on the next one.